is kind of like a look in the future of what you're going to be like when you're 88.
Hey, if she's getting around and moving around and she still has her own thoughts and can speak as well as she does, I hope that I am as feisty as that at 88.
Johnny, you don't know it, but 2.5 years ago, I had a virus attack my spinal column that caused inflammation that paralyzed me from the waist down. I could wiggle one big toe. And at Mayo Clinic, they flew me up there. They said I would never walk again, but I fooled them because now I walk with the walker, and I have to have that, but I do get around, and I get out every time I can get anybody to take me and fold up the walker and put it in the car.
Well, I believe that. You have a strong spirit, and, you know, talking about the depression, you know, you probably made it through times that we had never, you know, had to go through in our lifetime. So I think that really makes you tough, and I'm glad that you were able to walk in. I'm glad that you were able to get to KCXL. Don't you think that that piece of property is just beautiful?
Yes, I do. I sure do.
I just think that that rolling hill and where the tower is, that's just a really nice piece of property, and I know that Pete Chartel's listening because I just saw him, and you know, Pete is kind of funny. Sometimes he gets shy because I'm like, you need to talk to her. You know, she's got all this information, and you know, his big love of radio is that he really likes to listen to other people's thoughts, and I don't know if you've heard a lot about Pete, but Pete has struggled for years with KCXL. You know, talk radio, it's tough. Radio, it's a tough business, and the economy right now, so it's not an easy field to get into. He loves it, and so, you know, he always walks around with a smile on his face, and he's nice to everybody, but, you know, seeing the books and seeing balancing the budget sometimes has been very, very, very tough.
Well, you just keep hanging in there, because if you get people like Jim Sigerson and Alex Jones and those people that will help us speak out and tell about what's going on and what we can do to help, that's what you need to keep doing.
Did we lose you, Johnny?
No, I'm here. I couldn't hear her for a second.
Oh, well.
I said you need to keep Jim Sigerson, you need to keep Alex Jones, and you need to get anybody you can get to speak out for our freedom, because every day we're losing it. You watch the blue ties in Washington and you'll see who's causing it.
I just love it that you're so knowledgeable about what's going on, and that you care, and that it's just, to me, it's a great story that it sounds like you're still listening to KCXL.
Yes, I am. And I'll tell you something else. Did you see the man that spoke yesterday in Germany? What color tie did he have on?
I didn't see it.
Well, you look at it and see.
Okay.
Watch for the blue ties.
All right, I will have to do that. Well, I want to thank you so much for coming up and taking the time and getting there today. And so now, do you still live in Liberty?
Yes, I do. I live in the same place that we built a house in 1952. And I like it, and I'm going to stay there till they carry me out.
Very good. Boy, she's feisty.
I got Charlene Little away from work. She's helping her son-in-law, Daryl Mace, down at the shoe shop in Liberty. He has Mace's shoe shop. So if you have any shoes that need to be fixed, take them down to Daryl. I know most of them, they are the kind that you throw away, but he knows how to fix shoes good. And Charlene's down there, and she'll smile at you.
So, do you think that, you know, I've seen some new places go into Liberty. Do you see Liberty, do you see it being revitalized, you know, the downtown area, or do you see that they're losing business?
I think the historic group that is working on it now are not talking to the property owners around the square. They have their little group and they do what they want to do, but we need them to get in touch with some of the property owners.
KCXL.
And we will one of these days not have a good downtown. I guess we can always rent the buildings to the lawyers, but if they don't work with the downtown property owners and the business owners, we're not going to have a good downtown. And if they keep doing anything to the streets that's going to mess it up where we can't get downtown, that's not going to help either. But I think Liberty is great. I live 2.5 blocks from the square, and I like it, and I don't care if they do have bricks that are uncovered down that way.
Very good. Boy, now, you said you had a virus a while back, so how is your health? Because you sound like you're just doing great.
My health is fine if I just didn't have neuropathy in my lower extremities, but I can still walk with a walker and get around and do whatever I want to do, and I have a good mind. I can still write a check, and I also can see and hear good.
Well, if you want to make a check out to KCXL, any donations, we accept them. Did you know that?
You do?
Yes.
Well, I have to pay somebody to help me.
Oh, well then, you know, well, you think about it.
I have Dean and Neoma Jackson that help me, and they're the greatest people in the world, I'll tell you. Dean can fix a watch, he can fix anything, he can fix the paper shredder, he can do anything, and Neoma, she is right there all the time telling him what to do.
I think maybe Pete needs some help down at that tower, and since you know about that tower and stuff, maybe you can help him do some weeding. He has to go down there and weed and pull the weeds. Would you like to help him do that?
No, I got somebody that does that for me.
Well, he has to go and do that himself.
Well, that's too bad, but you tell him he needs his exercise to keep working. Thank you, Johnny.
All right, thank you so much. Have a great day. I'm very glad that you were able to come up.
Thank you so much.
And Johnny, your guest is already on hold on line 1.
Okay, very good.
So I'll go ahead and bring her in, and good morning, you're on with Johnny.
Good morning.